This is my 2023 Christmas home tour, from extreme to minimalist. So as you walk into my house, you'll notice that a lot of things have changed over the past years. For example, out here at my front door, I did not put any type of garland around the door, any lighting, anything like that. Just very simple. This year, I tried my hardest not to get caught up in the whoopla of everything concerning Christmas and focus on the real reason. So you'll see that I did not go all out like I usually do. In my front room, we have a 12-foot Christmas tree, and this has seemed to be the only place that it will fit. We have 12 feet ceilings in some of the rooms, and in the other rooms we have 9 feet. So we stuck this tree again in this room as we did last year, and my daughters, they actually put this together. I started putting it up and got a little overwhelmed, and then my oldest, she finished it up for me. It's not like me to do my Christmas decor this minimalist, but it's been busy, y'all. And as we all know, sometimes we can get so caught up in the Christmas holidays of the shopping and the giving and all of the things that are not really as important as the meaning of Christmas is. And we become overwhelmed. And I just wasn't going to do it to myself this year. Now, I had been experiencing really bad headaches. So that was my main reason, to be honest, for not getting into the decor like I usually do. But as we continue this tour, we just want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, a blessed one from our home to yours. So as I take you in my foyer, I mentioned before, here's my 9-foot tree, my 12-foot tree. And believe it or not, if you knew how much I paid for this tree several years ago, you would be shocked. $27. This tree was at Walmart for $279, and my girlfriend called me and said, "Hey, girl, they got the sale going on at Walmart." We both met, and I really was so blessed to have purchased this tree at this price. I had been eyeing the tree for a while, but I was like, I refuse to pay that much. And so we've been using it for the past several years. Again, please be mindful this Christmas and every Christmas, the real reason for the season, which is truly about Jesus. Again, life has really been lifing around here. We've been busy. Again, I say not feeling well with headaches, but I was trying my hardest to focus in and zone in on what we really celebrate this season for. Here I have this old set that I have had for years. When I say years, I think I look back at the box and it's probably, I don't know, I think my son was like probably about 7 years old. Excuse me. So that's about 19 years ago. I could be wrong on that. I would have to look back at the box, but I brought it from a company called Home Interior. I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with Home Interior. I used to be a consultant. My cousin convinced me to do that, and I'm telling you, when I say I used to rack up on home decor and candles and things like that, I really did. And so I've been able to preserve this set every year, and I actually bring it out and set it up of the nativity set of Jesus' birth. Now this piece right here, I did get this from Ross, probably about 24 years ago, of the Three Wise Men. Now this set did come with them, but I chose to use this. Actually, I use it every year. And I keep the other pieces in the box. Now I have to tell you, so every year we get this hay for the fall festival, and I decided to save some. I usually save it, but sometimes it's been some years when I've had to go and repurchase some. But I was like, we're not about to throw this out. Plus, I'm going to use it in the spring too for my to cover my grass seeds. But I use this hay, cover it in lights, and boom, there's my nativity set. Now I'm going to take you on a little further. I have to put this out there though. Out of everything you will see in this video, I did not buy not one piece of decor this year. Not one. Now we're entering into my dining room, and we've decided to stick with the red and black. I don't know, whoever came up with red and black and all these other colors that we use for Christmas, which are not the traditional colors, but I'm loving it. And depending on your decor style and the colors and the feeling and the vibe that you're in, I say go for it. It doesn't have to be that traditional red and green. Here's some little plates I got from Walmart last year. My intentions were, actually it was 2 years ago, my intentions were to get my daughter to put on here. So they have believe, and that's believe in Santa, but here, we believe in the birth of Jesus Christ. So I said I'm going to let her next year probably use her Cricut to add the extra words to it. And again, as you see, everything in this video, there is not one thing that I bought for Christmas to decorate my house with this year. In the beginning of the video, you saw where I said I went from extreme to minimalist. Up in my attic where you would see all those Christmas tree boxes, there were so many more boxes behind that. And usually we put up 7 Christmas trees in our house. And yes, let me put this disclaimer out there. We are Christians. Yes. We believe in the Bible. We believe in the Holy Spirit. We believe in the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. But I love to decorate. So I'm not worshiping any type of other God just because I have more than one Christmas tree in my home. It's just that I love to decorate. Christmas, fall, 4th of July. So I just wanted to make that clear. All right, we're going to go on into my family room, which is where all the sweet memories are made. Don't forget. So I'm going to take you around this way and show you a few things. I'm sure a majority of you who are watching this video will realize that a lot of this decor I have is from, that's right, Hobby Lobby. But years of purchasing items, and then you get to the point where you're like, wait a minute, do I really need this many pieces of Christmas decor? Well, of course not. But if you're like me and you go and find it on sale after Christmas for 75 and 90% off, why not buy it, right? Well, that's what I used to think, and that's the way I used to have that mindset of buy it because it's on sale. But as I'm getting older and I'm realizing there's no need to have a bunch of clutter in my attic, in my garage. Let's not talk about my garage. My son and my daughter-in-law came over the other day, and I was just like, my husband had the garage open. I'm like, no, why did you bring them through the garage? It looks a hot mess. But it's some good, valuable items in there. I just have to get in there, and I promised myself I would do that during the break, but I have to get in there and really organize everything. Take you on around. Now this is my 9-foot tree. I'm not for sure. I think this one we purchased at Hobby Lobby a few years ago. And because I have that snow theme in here, as if you're at a ski lodge, I decided to add red and white again. I do have a little something up my sleeve for next Christmas with some boxes of items that I have not used. I noticed them when I was in the attic the other day, and literally they have not been opened. Bulbs for my tree of a different color. Oh my goodness, let's not even talk about all the little village houses. So let me ask you guys this. Back in the day, does anybody remember Kmart? I'm sure you all shopped at Kmart where they had layaway, some of the cheapest clothing were in price, but nice looking. Well, when our first year in Hawaii, we lived there for 3 years. They were actually having this massive sale after Christmas. And I was determined I was going to buy every village I saw there with the light bulbs already in them. All you had to do was plug them up and arrange them really nicely. Well, I did just that. And when we left Hawaii, because if you know anything about the military, if you have too much items. They give you a certain amount of weight depending on your rank. If you have too many items, guess what they're going to do? They're going to charge you for those, the weight of that. And I sure did go over, and I knew a lot of it had to do with my Christmas decor more than anything. But next year, I do plan to have my villages. Now, this right here is a sweet little tree. I am a first-time Nana. My husband and I have become first-time grandparents for my son and his wife. And I'm going to tell you, that little baby girl of ours, we love her so much. So, so, so much. And so we had to do a little tree for her. This actually used to be my daughter's little tree in her room, my youngest daughter. But we decided that we were, instead of her giving it to Goodwill, we would use it for our grandbaby so that she would have her own little tree at Nana and Papa's house. So now that we've finished up in my family room, I'm going to take you on into my kitchen. You see that right there? That's what I would love for it to do this Christmas holiday, but I doubt it. I'm okay, though, if it comes in January. Let's go on into my kitchen. Oop. Boom, there it is. As cozy as I can get it. Okay, we're entering into the last room of the house, where all the baking, all the cooking, all the cleaning, all the dishes, everything happens that's edible. So on my foyer, I have this cute little Christmas tree. It's actually half of it because my daughter, excuse my finger there, y'all, my daughter decided to take the other half upstairs to her bedroom. And speaking of her bedroom, I would love to show my girls' room, but I respect their privacy. They have the cutest Christmas-themed rooms. My oldest more than my baby girl. She decided she didn't want a tree this year in her room, so she said the tree that I had given her before was not the cutest. And please, Mama, please don't make me put that one back up. So I was like, well, we're not buying no Christmas decor this year, so you either use that one or not one at all. And I stuck to it, and she was fine with it. Like I said, that's where all the eating happens. Now, my husband has this cute little refrigerator, y'all. I've let it sit in here for about a month. I don't want to take it out. It's his little fridge. It's not plugged up right now, but usually it's plugged up with a quick soda or a little teeny water bottle or juice. But right now it's empty. So we have our soap here, for our dishes, for our hand, and then some sanitizer. I actually brought this cute little, I brought one for my classroom, and then I also brought one for home. And that's the one we have at home. Now, coming around, I really love this pattern. These items I actually bought last year, from Walmart. And it's the Pioneer Women's Collection. I absolutely love her items anyway. But this is what we're sticking with. Again, I said, we didn't buy anything this year. Anything that has to do with Christmas decor. I just refuse to. It doesn't make sense. Okay, I have my little cookie cutters in there. Try to mix them up. And then here's another one of our pieces. Right here, one of my students, her mom actually made some homemade cake pops. And when I say these are delicious, those are delicious. Let me take the top off. And they're pretty. And then we had a few brownies left that I made the other day. Here's another piece of the Pioneer Woman. Not only is the framed picture, but also this rolling pin. I've had this for some years. And I'm very careful every year I have to put it away because I do not want it to break. All right, we're gonna come on around. Now yesterday when I was cleaning up my classroom, getting ready for the holiday break, this was a little gingerbread house that our students had made together. And I didn't want to throw it away, but I was like, Lord, I have to get rid of this because eventually there's gonna be some bugs coming. And so this is the cute little gingerbread house that my preschool class made. I just let them just do whatever. Before I knew it, they were throwing the pieces on there. Have a few cookbooks here. And then another cute piece that I got last year from the Pioneer Woman. All of her, well, not all of it, but most of her items were actually on sale after Christmas, and that's when I purchased those. All right, we're gonna come on around to my kitchen. I'm sure you Hobby Lobby lovers know that pillow. One good thing about Hobby Lobby, if for some reason you see something one year, no matter what season it is or what time of the year, you're guaranteed to see it the following year, the very same item. And so I might look for another one of those. I did say for Christmas I wanted a few gift cards from my family so that I can go back into Hobby Lobby and buy a few things. Because I decided if I'm going to buy some things, I have to bless other people with some things I have not used or I've used for a while. Here's another one from the Pioneer Woman. Cute little sweet shop sign. And then up here, we just have a few things, not much. I have a video coming up soon about this piece of furniture that you're looking at. Yes, yes, yes. I don't want to spoil it, but I'll be telling you about that and what my husband and I did to the inside of it. I almost chalk painted until my daughter reminded me, Mama, it actually almost matches the cabinets we have in the kitchen. So that's why I didn't chalk paint it. Now I'm coming over to our cocoa bar to end this video. This is our hot cocoa bar. Cocoa, coffee, all kinds of things we make over here. I said that I was going to make some brownies and put them in a dish over here, but just haven't. We made those brownies the other day and they were gone. I mean, within a couple of days. But we do have a few baking activities that we're going to do. By now, I would have been finished baking and would have baked a lot. I said that next year, and maybe some this year because I have a few more days. You know, we get so caught up on expensive gift buying, expensive gift giving. But a new thing for me is going to be, because I love to bake and my girls love to bake and we can really bake, I am really going to start giving out sweet treats for Christmas gifts. And my thing is, because we put so much heart and soul in it and a lot of time, it's just as valuable as buying someone something expensive. So if you're like me and you're getting older and you're realizing that life is too precious to put a dollar amount on it, you'll realize that whatever you do that's from the heart, your motive in giving it, believe me, those who are receiving it will have that same motive, will have that same heart, will have that same thankfulness. So as you prepare for Christmas Day, remember the real reason for the season and love people. Love as much as you can, love as hard as you can. Express to people how you appreciate them, how you're glad they're in your lives, or they're in your life. Remember that life is too short to be so caught up on what you don't have, what someone didn't give to you, how much someone didn't spend on you, but that you're just thankful that you have your loved ones and friends here to celebrate this holiday season and those to come. All because Jesus is the true reason for the season. Thank you for watching, and Merry Christmas.